In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a query in Design View as well as add a calculated field, which is something that can be a little bit tricky because it is almost like programming in a sense. You've got to have your text exactly right in order for it to run correctly. Again, I'm working on Chapter 4 in AC 223 is the page of your textbook. I've got my hospital database. So from here, I'm going to click on Create Query Design. And I'm going to choose the procedures table and then close this. If you ever need to get this back, the tables, you can right click in this gray area and click on Show Table. And that's another way to bring this back up in case you close it out before you're ready to. From here, I'm looking at number 6 on that AC-223. It says to double click each field name in the field list except procedure ID. So to do this, I'm just going to double click on procedure name, covered, and reimbursement. But it doesn't want me to put procedure ID down into the actual grid where our attributes are being listed. So our criteria is going to be under the covered field. We only want procedures pulled that are covered. So we're going to put yes. And then under the criteria row, under reimbursement amount, I'm going to do less than or equal to 40. And you don't need to put any spaces in. And then it says to uncheck the show box under covered. What this is doing is we're saying we want to filter all of our records, saying we're only looking at covered procedures, but we don't actually want to show it in the results of the query, but it's part of the criteria. And then from here, it wants you to run the query. So when I run this, what we're going to see is we're going to see all procedures that are covered and how much, and they're less than or equal to $40. So basically, pretty inexpensive procedures. Next, it wants me to go back to Design View. So if I click over here under View and just on this top part where you see the protractor with the pencil, we'll go back to our initial view. We're going to now add a calculated field. The easiest way I find to do this is I'm going to click in the first blank space that I have next to reimbursement amount. I'm going to right click and go to zoom. This allows me to work in a bigger box to type in. You can type it down in that little tiny box, but it's not as easy to see. I'm increasing my font so that you guys on the video viewing this can see better. So I'm going to type in 7% increase and then the colon. The 7% increase is the name of the field. When you start the next part, we're actually getting into the calculated field part. So we need to use braces and not curly braces, the regular braces. I'm going to type in reimbursement amount and then end that. What that is saying is I want to take what's in reimbursement amount down here and I'm going to multiply it by 1.07. which is going to increase it by 7%. This, if you don't have this typed exactly as what's in the actual table, you're going to get an error. So just be aware of that. So this syntax has to be absolutely correct for it to work. Then I'm going to click OK and put it in there, and then we're going to run it. And this is going to be our double check. It won't give you an error until you actually run. So I'm going to run it, and ta-da, it works. So you'll see here, it's showing it's actually it's taken $20 and increased it by 7%, so it's $21.40. Now if I go back here, let's go back into here. I'm going to go back into Zoom. Let's just say I accidentally misspelled this. I want to show you what happens. When I hit run, now what it's doing is it's saying I don't recognize reimbursement amount from the table that you've pulled. So now it's basically creating a parameter query, which is a little bit different. So it wants you to give it the value that it should multiply by 1.07. So I want to let you know that if you get this, this is why you're getting it. You basically need to go back into your Zoom box and you need to fix it and make sure it matches. And as long as it matches, it should work just fine. But that's something that I see as an error a lot in a lot of different queries. So I wanted to let you know what Access is doing when it gives you that box with the parameter query. It's basically saying, I don't recognize what you've typed in. in those braces, so please fix it or give me the amount that I need to multiply by. If I go back in there and let's say I'm going to change it one more time and do the error. Click run. If I just put in 100, it's going to multiply that by 1.07 and it's going to put 107 in. So that's how you do calculated fields, and that's how you kind of troubleshoot calculated fields when you have errors. In my next video, I'm going to actually go into duplicates, and then I'm going to actually show you how to do a parameter query as well. I hope this helps you.